Okay guys, so I'm like super tired now. I need to like make another pot of coffee. I'm so tired I haven't even gotten dressed and I have to go get dressed. Jonny is gonna be coming home because he hasn't slept at all since yesterday. So he's been up since 9 something yesterday. And so I told him he needs to come home and like sleep because I don't need him having a full day at work, him on his way home, and then all of a sudden he falls asleep and crashes, you know? I don't need to be worried about that, right? So he said he'll come home. So I'm happy about that. Now I'm gonna get dressed because I'm cold. So I'm dressed. I'm gonna make another pot of coffee shortly. I just want to check on my kids. So yeah, I'm gonna check on the kids. I'm sitting outside. It's pretty cold today. I can feel fall. It's coming. I'm wearing one of my new sweaters I got. I got this nice pink fuzzy one. It's very soft. I really likes it. I'm so tired, guys. So tired. Good thing I made another pot of coffee. Coffee, here I come.
Who commented on a YouTube video of mine. Feminism deserves to have a negative connotation. It's career-oriented and serves to diminish the role of a woman who finds fulfillment in household and motherly duties. It has the approach of, you're young and beautiful, you should get a job, have a career, get a life. Once you've got that, then you can settle down and have kids. And it is within that approach that it's insinuated that women who want to be a mom at a young age don't want to live. And so what they do is diminished by their own sex. That is so true. The overwhelming majority of all the hatred I've received for my views on feminism has been from other women. Other women who supposedly are for my rights and my right to choose. Go figure that one out. Robin a Boy says, Phyllis Schlafly is exactly right. Women are told you can have it all. You can sleep with 1,000 men and not be considered a slut. You can treat men like crap and still marry the man of your dreams. You can be a career woman and rise to management positions and still have kids in your 30s. This is complete bull. Manwood. And even feminists recognize that. That's why they tell women you can have both. You can have the family life and the career. But it's not true. You cannot successfully have both. Of course, everyone defines success differently, don't they? And man, the backlash. I recently read a comment on a YouTube video of a man who said, I will never marry an American woman! Exclamation point. And who can blame him? But it certainly doesn't bode well for those American women who are but a few good apples in a barrel of rotten ones. Men wisely decide that fishing through all the rotting stink isn't worth it, and they're finding another barrel. For you men watching, women love strong men, and don't let any woman tell you otherwise. Because there are those who will. Women thought they wanted men that they could control. Women admits it or not, she does not want a man that she can control. She may say that, she may think that, she may rebel against a man who doesn't let her walk all over him, but that's what she wants. I know, women don't make much sense. A woman cannot respect a man who she can control. Women may think or even say that they like the Alan Alda version of masculinity, but they like it because it can be controlled. There's nothing attractive about it, though. A man who can be overpowered by a woman will make a power-hungry feminist woman happy in that area, but he's definitely not going to be able to make her weak in the knees, or make her feel secure and protected, and so many other things that there just aren't words to describe. I mean, admit it, ladies, if you've ever seen this full scene, that you didn't fully appreciate what was going on.
I have a nice man. Oh, nice man. Very nice.
The thing is, our society, greatly influenced by the feminist agenda, of course, has grossly misdefined what it means to be a jerk. Any display of aggressiveness or dominance or initiative or leadership by a man seems to be booed by the masses as a bad thing. Well, ladies, let's hear from you. And next time I'll be back with a video titled Confessions of a G.I. Jane. Have some interesting stories. Thank you so much for watching, subscribing, commenting, liking, and just appreciating.
Tea time is always one of my favorite times, but I had to do it late because I had to go out, so I had my tea time around 3 o'clock, but that's okay because, you know, I still had my tea time.
Song the first.
Psalm 1. Okay.
Psalm 1. Yeah. You mentioned the four, even very near, but God gave us a fifth. Yeah, a very rhetorical. And I do remember about David. Well, he was chosen from before, but God gave him a child. Well, he can kill the four, but he didn't, and he prayed to God.
Yes.
He was very happy. Yeah, not only protect him, but give him a big guitar here, even can kill the four, but he
bedtime in 20 minutes.
thank God because the one is God chosen before.
20 minutes.
Elizabeth, did you have something that came to mind?
Philippians 4. That's one that that has helped me. And rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say rejoice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, when we bring in trials, remembering that Philippians is a prison epistle. When Paul wrote those words, he wrote them from prison. So, Anita, you were saying?
Yeah, last time I forgot the name. Yeah, his name is Stephen. Yeah,
Yes.
the first one. Yeah, killed by the stone.
Exactly.
For joy.
Yes.
He's very happy because he saw the heaven, open for him, waiting
Exactly.
for him to go.
Yeah.
I was going to say Hebrews 10 for me.
Okay. Is there a specific verse there that talks about joy and sorrows?
I have to open that.
Okay. I understand that we talked about that chapter and it was so significant for you, especially at the time, at just the right time.
Yes.
Romans, a very happy child. He realized that the given is from God and he can take it out. So he is in very difficult time. He's joyful.
So I found the verses.
Okay.
Verses, I think it's verse 1. It says, "For the law having a shadow of good things to come, and not the very image of the things, can never with those sacrifices which they offered year by year continually make the comers thereunto perfect." And then in verse 3 it says, "But in those sacrifices there is remembrance again made of sins every year." And I felt like it really spoke to me as my family likes to bring up my past. And so I feel like I'm a continual sacrifice for their happiness. They want to think of me as the villain. And so I have to continually sacrifice who I am now so that they can forever feel good in some way.
And later on in that verse, just my eyes glanced over it as I was looking there, and it talks about it comes up with that phrase, "the just shall live by faith." And a little further on it says, "Vengeance is mine, I will repay, says the Lord, and the Lord will judge his people." It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God.
The whole chapter, honestly, literally.
But we have that assurance that as we go through difficulties and so on, that God is the one who he'll make it all right, and he will be our advocate. And what a comfort that is. In Psalm 86, primarily verses 5 through 10 are mostly statements rather than requests, making that contrast of what David believed about God. Let's look at verses 10 and notice the things that David believes about God, and they are in regard to the trouble that he's in. So, let's look at that first, and then I'll say something else. So, he says, "There's no God like you, no other God like you. No God, other God, false gods can do the things that the one true God can do. All the nations that God created are going to worship and glorify his name. It says, you are great, you do wonderful things, you are God alone." So he makes a number of statements that exalt God and put him in contrast to the false gods or idols of the nations that are around him. So we can tell that whatever the trouble is that is coming against David, he has chosen to speak things about God that are in character traits of God that are in of relevance to what he's going through. Now, I didn't say that very clearly, but if we apply this to ourselves, hopefully this will be more clear. So when we are going through perhaps a time of trial that is because of our own foolish or sinful choices or behavior, we might flee there to the character traits, the things that are true about God, that would talk about his mercy, his steadfast love, his readiness to forgive, as Psalm 86:5 has said. We're going to say things that are true about God that speak to the situation that we find ourselves in. If we are fleeing to God and the trouble that we're coming through is, say, the impending death of a loved one, we're going to say things that are true about God that speak to that situation. We're going to talk about him as the God of all comfort, like 2 Corinthians chapter 1 does. We're going to talk about him as the faithful God that keeps his word, and those things that he has said about eternity, those things that are true about God. So as we pray for joy in trials, and we make statements, learning from what David has shown us here, the things that are true about God are going to relate to the trial that we are going through. Something else that this psalm teaches us that we ought to pray for is to have a teachable spirit. And the author here looks at verse 11 particularly, but he states it as a teachable, obedient, single-minded, and reverent heart. And verse 11, oops, I'm not back there. Somebody in Psalm 86, will you read verse 11 for us, please?
Teach me thy way, O Lord. I will walk in thy truth. Unite my heart to fear thy name.
Teach me thy way, O Lord. I will walk in thy truth. Unite my heart to fear thy name.
Okay, thank you. Anybody who has children or worked with them understands how valuable a teachable heart is. Someone who has a teachable heart, well, you can take them far. You can go with them a long way. In contrast, someone who doesn't have a teachable heart, if you're trying to share with your child, say, maybe it's in a coworker situation, someone you're given the job to train them, but from the first day on the job, they know better than you.
Bible study tonight was amazing, very edifying, and then me and Jonny decided to do some decorations and stuff for Logan's birthday. I really hope he enjoys what we did for him. That's all I can hope for, is that the Lord blesses him with gratefulness and appreciation for what we did. So we're planning on surprising Logan. Yeah, don't mind the mess. We were trying to figure out where to put the stuff until tomorrow morning. So we're kind of going to put the balloons here, and then we're going to bring them into the bedroom and lay them around on the floor around his bed. His present and his card will be out here waiting at his this area right here, which is his. And then I'm gonna bake a chocolate cake. He requested a chocolate cake with blue icing, so I'm gonna do that. I might have to use the red stuff to write his name. I don't know how well he's gonna like that, unless I can, I don't know, we'll see what I can do. If I do the cake light blue, I can then use the same blue icing to make the vanilla icing blue to write his name in dark blue. Might work. However, he wanted me to draw Chase, and I don't have brown or white or yellow for the eyes or black for the pup collar. So I was thinking about just drawing Sarah Bear. Maybe he'll be happy with that. Who knows? I was gonna do her with the red because she's like brown, so might work. You know, might work. We'll see. Technically, I could just make Sarah Bear with chocolate chips on his cake, along with the 8 in chocolate chips. I was thinking about doing that. And then using some of the blue icing to draw hearts. On the cookies so that they're part of his birthday. I got a blue bag of chips for his birthday. I got him blue Kool-Aid for drinking on his birthday. I'm even going to try and make him blue colored French toast, because tomorrow's French toast. So I'm going to try to make him blue colored French toast. Yeah, guys, I'm like going to go over the top with the blue if I can. And yeah, I'm just, you know, trying. I was thinking with the egg mixture, I could probably add the blue Kool-Aid, because you can put a little bit of liquid, maybe. Or maybe I should just, with the blue icing, draw a heart in blue, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I'll make a plan and do it tomorrow. But yeah, so that was the plan for tomorrow. Just blue everything. Chocolate cake, blue icing, blue birthday. I'm even gonna have a playlist that plays only songs with the word blue in it. How's that sound? Like Blue Suede Shoes. That song, I'm blue, ba-da-dee-da-dee-da, ba-da-da-dee-da-dee-da, ba-da-dee-da-dee-da. What other songs are blue? Bluebird. Pretty sure there's a lot of country blues songs. We'll see. I'll look them up. Make a playlist. Yep. I'm planning a whole beautiful blue day for him. And then I gotta do the same thing for Lukas on December 5th. Only his birthday has to be all red. Red. Which will be a lot easier. Except the red icing. I'll have to specifically buy red icing. You can't make red icing at home. It's impossible. It's impossible. You have to buy it. So I will. I'll buy it. Anyways, I'm going to go to bed now. So, good night. Hope everybody had a wonderful Monday. I had an okay Monday. God bless everybody. Catch you all at 4 a.m. in the morning.